Hello, folks. Hello, and welcome to another weekly Valley Tournament stream. And today we have a special guest. I'm going to let Even Wave do his thing, and then we're going to intro.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us. Today on the stream, we have special guest Serenity. Hey, Serenity, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Serenity's from Down Home Crypto, and he's a friend of Valley, and we asked him to be on the stream. He's a streamer himself and gamer and general awesome guy, and thanks. Just glad to have you here. Do you want to explain a little bit about Down Home Crypto?
Absolutely. So Down Home Crypto is basically a community that's dedicated to educating and helping people get into the crypto world, start to understand it in a very safe and comfortable environment, very much like in their living room. And that's why it's kind of like go home, sit down, relax at the kitchen table. Let's talk what this project's about, what it's doing, and really break it down in a way in which the everyday person, especially the working class people, can understand. A lot of things are based on hype. A lot of them are very technical and confusing, and most people just feel lost and confused. So we try and give them a safe home to educate them, advise them, and share the knowledge. And because knowledge should be free, so we really try to spread that knowledge and make sure everybody's prepared before they dive in and start investing their hard-earned money.
Awesome. Yeah, we need a lot of that stuff still.
I was about to say, man.
It's still trying to get people to figure it all out. But yeah, this week we have this is our weekly Valley tournament stream. This week the game is ChainBlocks, and we're whoa. I don't know who's okay. A little sound problem there. Game audio came through. But yeah, this week's game is ChainBlocks, and we're going to be doing some ChainBlocks gameplay mode. And the cool thing about this stream is Serenity has played Valley games before, but he is fairly new to it. So we're just going to act like he's never played before and try to do sort of like a new player explanation of how to participate in the tournament, what Valley's all about, all that kind of stuff. So I guess the first thing to do would just be to show or at least explain how to play the tournament. If you go to valley-arcade.com, that's our website, and then go to games, the web arcade, there's a big yellow button that says join weekly tournament. There's a 100 ticket entry fee. And once you pay the 100 tickets, you can play unlimited all week long, try to get scores on the tournament leaderboard. The tournament leaderboard is separate from the daily leaderboard. So any runs you get in tournament mode won't count towards your daily score, where the rewards are paid from, but it will count towards the tournament score that is paid out at the Wednesday at the end of the weekly tournament. Okay. So top 10 get awarded prizes, and the current prize pot is currently 1,100 tickets, but we've injected 5,000 additional tickets into the prize pool. So we're sitting at a prize pool of 6,100 tickets distributed among the top 10 right now. And yeah, I kind of want to get in and start playing some ChainBlocks. I can do some more explanation too, but.
Absolutely. So real quick question. So obviously how the audio came through and pretty loud. How do I mute that within the game?
Yeah, if you hit the enter key, there will be a little menu that pops up, and then go to options. And then what I do to make the cookies, make it kind of permanent, is I turn the volume bars all the way down, and then I turn sound off, and then it should stay off.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
So, Serenity, I gotta ask you, are you a big Diablo fan?
A big what fan? I'm sorry?
Oh, Diablo fan?
Oh, Diablo. Not too much. Played a little bit, but not a big fan of Diablo. Just wasn't my game.
Okay, gotcha. And the reason I'm asking, you're PFP. Because I'm pretty sure that's Tyrell from Diablo.
Okay. Actually, I got it from a jigsaw puzzle.
Oh.
And it really signifies kind of my journey in life. I've done 8 different careers in my life, from master electrician to mechanic to you name it. I've changed about every 8 years. I've drastically changed. But one thing was always stood out is I always did something that made a difference, and it always seemed like I was against the crowd. I was never the most popular, and it was always one of those where I have no problem standing against a horde, saying I'm wrong, by trying to do what I feel is right. And that's very much what that PFP is it's that winged soldier standing there in the middle of a circle of light, surrounded by all these monsters, just ready to kill him. He's like, "Hey, I'm backing down. I refuse to give up."
Oh, I like that, man.
Respect that.
Standing up to all the Roy boys, all the value extractors.
Exactly. You have to, especially in this world. And there are so many people that are sheep. And that's one thing I hate. I would rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. And so that's been my PFP for years. And, I've taught my children that mentality. And it's like, hey, I'd rather be one day as a lion than 1,000 years as a sheep. And I have that on the back of my motorcycle vest.
That's cool. I can totally respect that. Also, I guess I did hear that in the last stream that I watched with you in it. I knew you were from an electrical background. That's probably why I vibe with you. I'm also from an electrical background.
Oh, are you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not a master electrician or anything. Just it's pretty awesome.
Oh, I didn't.
Electricity is scary, man. Like changing light bulbs is.
That's what makes it fun.
Yes, and I gotta say, at least it's like 110 volt, not 220. So I guess it could be worse.
There we go. I wasn't in my screen, so my game was all jacked up. And it's not the voltage that kills you; it's the amperage. And so that's what a lot of people don't understand is your normal outlet in a house has enough amperage to kill 10 people chained together. And so you've really got to respect the amperage.
Yeah,
that's fair.
The one thing I always say was like my main takeaway, because I actually never really did wind up working much in the field, because when I was looking for jobs is when I discovered Web3 gaming.
Okay.
So I don't have as much like field experience or anything, but the one thing that my main takeaway from school was I just like I'm in awe that everyone's house doesn't burn down every single day. Like it is amazing that there have been so many like engineers design safety protocols and stuff that like people really do take it for granted how dangerous it actually is and stuff. But
oh, absolutely. And that's one thing you used to tell my crew all the time is because I was a supervisor, and I told them, guys, remember, this is not like a fireman where you can see smoke and flames. It's not like a plumber where you can see water. This is the one occupation that will kill you with absolutely no warning. You have no idea if something is hot or not, so act as if everything is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Anyone wants to see your score? Level 11. I'm at level 1. Nice. We get dominated here. This is gonna be horrible. That's okay. Slow and steady. I'm good with that.
I think that's the takeaway here, more or less, because again, and we've tested this to the best of our ability. Anyone can make enough tickets to become self-sustainable in the ecosystem if they just play for an hour a day.
Okay.
And you don't have to be particularly good, judging by the scores we've gotten recorded.
Well, that's good. So give me a breakdown of the tickets. How exactly do those work?
Yeah, sure. So tickets are the placeholder token for Valley, and we have not had our TGE yet. We're going to be giving everybody a better update of when that will happen very soon. But until then, the tickets are like the placeholder token. So you can earn tickets right now. And we also have what we call our token play system, which gives tickets a huge utility in our ecosystem already before TGE. And basically, the way it works, every new account starts with 25 free plays. And those are like 25 chances to place on the leaderboard. And you earn tickets by placing on the daily leaderboard. Tickets are paid out every day. And if I'm gonna have to pause my game to talk properly. I can't talk.
I have the same problem. Oh man.
Yeah. So every account starts with 25 free plays, and that should be enough to get you some scores on the daily leaderboard and earn some tickets at a mission time, and then you should have enough tickets to make you self-sustainable. And in that way, we've both given the token a utility. We've made it where it's free to play, and it's not like you have to pay to get started to start earning. But yeah, so one of the quests this week, we have a lot of people that have been joining from Bearbucks here recently, and if you're new from Bearbucks, one of the new quests this week is to actually play a Valley game. We've had so many people create accounts recently. I mean, we've almost like doubled the amount of accounts we've had in the past few weeks, but
Nice.
not as many people actually playing a game. So like get in there and like actually try to play a game. Those 25 free plays, they're there for a reason, and you can use them to help earn some tickets, and those will be redeemable for Valley at the TGE.
Got it. Okay.
Does that help explain tickets a little bit? Like
That does. And that's it gets very confusing when we start talking about tickets in the crypto space. I'm like, wait, what does it take? How does this even work? I'm used to tokens, I'm used to coins, PFPs, NFTs. Okay, great. But a ticket, this is confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of terminology, and it was one of those things like we needed a different name for it other than Valley, because it is separate. And even after the TGE, users will still continue to earn tickets. Like that'll be how you earn, but then you'll just be able to convert them to Valley whenever you want to.
Okay, gotcha. Now I know from what I've learned about Valley is it's based on an actual real world application of business model. And so can you give us a little bit of insight exactly how that works once these arcades hit the bars, the entertainment centers, things like that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I could really say it's based on a real world business model, because the Valley cabinet is the first of its kind. It's the world's first professionally produced Web3 arcade cabinet. But the way it came about, the founder CEO Johnny, he and his wife own an arcade bar up in Beacon, New York, and he'd been in the crypto space for a while. And it was one of those things like he's also running his business day to day, and just sort of like had the light bulb moment one day, and was just like, you know what, arcade cabinets would be a perfect way to kind of introduce people to Web3 gaming, because one of the things that he has noticed running such an establishment is people that walk in the door, it doesn't matter if you're 10 or 80, you'll walk up to an arcade cabinet and start playing it, like if more easily than you would like say like a PlayStation or something. So it kind of has that universal appeal, and we really do think that Valley arcade cabinets going out into the wild and just being around people who aren't Web3 people at heart, notably, we really do think that Valley may be a lot of people's first time experience, not only just with Web3 gaming, but even with crypto in general. Just it may be their first time earning crypto, dealing with it and stuff like that. So in that way, I think that Valley is actually a really special and important project.
Absolutely. And the fact that they can interact without even knowing they're interacting with the crypto world is pretty amazing.
Yes, exactly. And that's the whole goal of Valley, is like, everybody has their own level of personal, how technical they are and knowledge about computers and blockchain and all that stuff. Some people don't care about it at all and don't even want to mess with it. And so like the whole concept of Valley is we want to make it very easy, where the crypto part is almost invisible. Like we don't, we're not, it's not like the cabinet is going to be like Web3 arcade, earn here, arcade cabinet. And some people can sign up with email like they're used to doing with all kinds of other accounts. And it's one of those things like they can earn tickets. If they want to claim the tickets later, then they can participate in the Web3 side. But if they have no interest in the Web3 side and don't care about earnings, they don't have to mess with it, and they can just play simple, fun arcade games just like any other arcade cabinet.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but if even if they don't want to deal with the crypto world, but they happen to play Valley Arcade at their favorite local sports bar or whatever it is, there's still rewards they can get even without dealing with the crypto space at that location, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to convert the let's say like they earn tickets and they want to convert it into real rewards, I guess they would have to interact with Web3 space, Web3 part somehow. But the kind of the general idea of the way we want to make that happen is like you talk about like real world utility, and you see all these like crypto projects that have a token. How cool would it be if, say, you're just at an arcade, you're playing a game, you earn some tickets, and then you have an app that you can just like seamlessly, literally just like turn around, go up to the bar, and those tickets that you just won in your game, you could buy a beer or a pizza with it and just like instantly turn your rewards that you just won from the game into something you can eat or drink right there. Like that's one example of the type of ways we're looking to implement like real rewards into the Valley ecosystem. And we hope that people will start to see that like oh, crypto tokens can have real utility. Like when they're eating that piece of pizza, it's like it's a real pizza.
Right. And that's the one thing we see a lot of these people talk about real world assets and actual utility case things like that, but they end up they're not actually based on a model that's been proven. And I can say, being an old timer, I'm probably the oldest person around who still plays video games and streams. I remember back when I was in my teens, I'd go to Pojo's, place like that, and it'd spit out the skee ball tickets. I'd head up to the booth there, and it's like, okay, what can I get with these? And so just that mindset, I think that's really going to open up the door to a lot of possibilities that where everybody else like, well, eventually when we do this will occur. Where Valley Arcade has really changed that. It's like, okay, it's going to be a straight across trade. As you make your tickets, you go in, you spend them, and I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And there really is something like what you just said about the, like the old school arcades.
Right.
There really is something special about that. If you've ever experienced it, of like playing an actual game at an arcade. I guess being a kid helps too, but then like going up to the counter and like being like, oh, what can I get with my tickets that I just won? Like it's like even like the dumbest, stupidest little prize like is like so cool when you just won it for playing a game.
And it's not just being a kid. If I didn't have the green screen going, I actually have a Galaga machine right behind me in my studio.
Oh, awesome!
I still play arcades. I'm still a gamer at heart. I play a lot of modern day games. But it's still great to just stand there at the cabinet. You'll get the family around. It's like, okay, let's go for high score. Who can do it? And whether it's Pac-Man or whatever we're playing, it's all ages still enjoy it.
I completely agree, and I also can't wait to be one of these people who has an arcade cabinet in their house one of these days, because I'm going to build my own DIY arcade cabinet, Valley arcade cabinet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this to me feels like a perfect segue, even though if
yeah, well, I mean, all these things are interlinked. One of the things I should mention is, Valley is a decentralized company. What that means is we run on a decentralized node network that is powered by, people like you. Like if you want to be a node owner and help support the Valley network, you can buy a node, and essentially that basically. I'm pausing again since I know my gameplay's on the screen, but I can't talk and play at the same time. I really don't on the screen. So like, if you become a node owner, then you can offer a little bit of your computer processing power and memory and stuff like that towards the Valley network, and then we can use it, to process things like score submissions, reward emissions, those kind of things. And in return for that, for your uptime and contribution to the network, you get rewarded in tickets every day. So you get rewards for running a node. One of the cool things about our nodes that I think makes it cooler than just about any other node is with the first 500 nodes, Valley nodes that are sold, you get an additional NFT for a DIY Valley arcade cabinet that will allow you to earn at the highest rate, higher than the web arcade.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what makes it like really special is there's only going to be 500 of these, and they will be at a more affordable price than the professional arcade cabinets, but also allow you to earn at the highest rate. And that was just like something we wanted to do to reward our earliest supporters and our early node owners who really helped us out. So I think that's really cool. Not a whole lot of other nodes give you an additional NFT. And also, like, if you have no interest in actually building an arcade cabinet, you can just sell the NFT and still keep the node too. So I think it's pretty cool deal. And I'm looking really forward to building one of those arcade cabinets and having it in my house.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have to get one and put it back here in the studio. I'll end up with a whole row of arcades.
Yeah.
Not sure I'll get any videos done, but hey, I'll be having a lot of fun.
It's a worthy sacrifice, I'd say.
Oh, and while we're on the topic of nodes real quick, I should also mention we are currently running the biggest promo sale that we've ever done for our nodes too. And we're running a buy two, get one free deal all through the month of June. If you buy 2 Valley nodes in one purchase, the free one will be automatically credited to your account. And that's going all the way through the month of June. Valley nodes are about $400 right now. And there are about 93 of those first 500 left with the arcade cabinet. So
nice.
Oh, and Serenity, I'm gonna let you in on the secret.
Okay.
It's been said once, I think, maybe twice at one point or another, but I don't think many people know about this. So, if you do have a node, Johnny said to me on stream, it is recorded, that if you have a node,
Record.
I like
and
how he says that.
We got him.
and so if you have a node and you come into the Valley Arcade, you get a beer for free, a beer for free.
Oh, okay.
So I am planning to move to New York and bankrupt Johnny.
Yeah, if you
Right.
happen
I
to
would
live
say,
in
is
New
that
York.
every time you walk in? Because I can go in, drink a beer, walk out. Okay, walk around the block, come back, walk back.
I think
Yeah.
it's once. I think it's once per day. And Johnny, I remember that stream where he said that live, and he didn't put those on it. And I was like, oh, you might want to. He was like, yeah, you're right. He's like once per day.
Yeah. Yeah, because I could go in and out a lot. That's not a problem.
No, I got a perfect solution. I'm just going to move my node between wallets, and I'll bring like different mustaches with me.
different nose mustache combos.
Exactly.
Perfect. I love it. Just don't get it mixed up.
Yeah, sure that'll work.
So
guys got-
how are y'all doing?
Yeah, that's what I was
Joe,
about to
in
ask
this
the same
course?
question. I'm not doing great.
Not good. I realized my stream wasn't sharing, and so I had to. I don't know how to pause the game, so I just went over and shared my screen,
Oh,
and I had
enter.
like half the screen. Oh, enter.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Okay.
the enter menu.
Now he tells me. See, this is how he cheats. He's getting himself. I was like, I'm not going to tell him all the shortcuts.
Strategic silence.
Yeah. I'll just
Yeah.
let him struggle. That way I can get ahead.
And he just sandbags all day.
Yep.
Hate to be that dude. Even Wave, can you refresh your game when you get a chance and look at the top of the leaderboard?
Yeah, what's up? Did you just
Uh,
get like a crazy score or something?
Yeah, 7880.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
been
I
fun,
would
guys.
have to
I'm out of here.
refresh.
78, 80. Yeah, no. I'm at 840 and I'm struggling.
it's. I have noticed like this game has gotten really hard since the last update. I used to be fairly good at it when it first came out. This last update, I think it just like gets a little bit too quick for me around like level 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Oh,
Okay.
dude. As soon as I got
Can't
to
keep up.
7K, it became like super unmanageable, at least for me and my ability.
Oh, you said super unmanageable.
Yeah, unmanageable.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Just
I thought you
too
said
fast.
manageable at first.
I did
I'm
too.
like, wow.
I was like,
No, I'd be still going. No, it gets
Yeah.
it gets pretty unmanageable at that point. But we've seen people get higher scores.
whose gameplay's on stream? I can hear music at the moment.
Oh, is that mine?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
Oh yeah, some of your audio is bleeding through. I'm just going to.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just if we're
Okay.
talking, it makes it a little bit easier to hear if there's no game music.
Right.
I'm weird about the music in games. Like I cannot play video games with music. I have to mute it. In-game sounds is fine, but if it's music, it like screws me up.
See, now I can't have music. I always have music playing here in the studio. Even when I'm recording
really?
videos, I have music in the background very low, just not so my microphone picks up. But
See-
yeah, we fire up the arcade. We sit here and volume goes up, and we're just blaring and gaming and having a blast.
I feel like most people are like that. I feel like music like helps most people. I'm the opposite. Like it's like I can't. If there's music on, I can only concentrate on the music. It's like I can just do one. Or the other.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Even Wave, why do you hate music?
Why do I?
Yeah, what do you got against music, man?
Exactly. You got a
Just
problem
art.
with like Freddie Mercury, bro? Too? I
Yeah.
bet.
Oh yeah, no, don't mess with Freddie. That's just
Exactly.
not
Exactly.
okay. There's
No,
flaws.
I think. I mean, I'm a musician myself, and I've been playing music from an early age. So I think what it is like my brain is very in tune to music, and if there's music on, I can't just like ignore it and it be
Okay.
casual. Like my brain will latch onto the music and like focus. I'm also really bad about like earworms. Like if a song is like really addictive, I will like. There was one thing, Bitbender and some other parents where they were like showing some videos in the LFG chat the other day about like the most annoying songs that their kids listen to that get stuck in their head, and that's like a nightmare thread for me. I had to avoid every single one of those. Like those would be in my head for 2 weeks. So,
Yep. I have that happen about every other day. Something gets stuck for a good half day. Sometimes they'll last for days.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, just make it stop. I
Oh,
always
that
find
is
that
the
going out,
worst.
find it and listen to it repeatedly. It's like, okay, good. Now I've burned it out of my system. I'm good. Let's find
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah, it does work.
I think that's the trick. I read an article, and I read it like a decade ago. Like the information might be completely useless at this point, but your brain is struggling with the fact that you did not get the complete song, so it's trying to like make up for it.
Ah, that would
So
make sense.
sometimes it helps to listen through the song, however counterintuitive that is.
Yeah, I could see that.
Somebody's cheating on my pieces. These things are all jacked up.
See.
What just happened?
How do you like the pie
Wait.
shaped blocks, the burgundy blocks?
Yeah, those things are a mess. Like, how does that even work?
Oh, have you had the opportunity to meet the green square, the green cross block, X block?
The
Yes.
green plus.
Yes, that's a mess too. Like, who designed this? This is not in Tetris.
Like
It's like
my
the super version.
my strategy, and of course you're not going to see me at the very top of the leaderboards or anything, but my strategy with those is I try to plan on them. Like I try to always be like, leave a space for a green in case I get one next, or leave a space for a maroon block in case I get one next. I try to like actually plan it into my strategy.
Oh, see, that'd be a good idea.
That's a lot of work, man. I just kind of
Yeah.
freeball it.
Yeah, and you're higher than me on the leaderboard, so don't listen to me.
Even if I planned for it, I would forget what the plan was by the time it showed up. Like, I'm sure I had one, but I don't know what it was anymore.
I know how that goes.
I mean, realistically, you can plan all you want, but at some point the game is going to give you 4 of the pie blocks back to back to back, and
Yeah.
then you'll have to think on your feet.
It's gonna get even with you. You ever notice that some games actually seem to have an attitude? Like, oh,
Yes.
it's you again. Oh, we're gonna totally mess with you. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
why did you not do this to the last guy? That's just so wrong.
I feel like all of Warren's games have an attitude.
Probably
They
true.
don't have like his attitude like interwoven into them.
Oh, playing
Bit of the creator
Spinfire,
in the code, huh?
doing a little too well, and the game is like, you know what? You could use an enemy ship spawn right on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to put you in your place for a minute.
Okay, so as a newbie, so tell me, why are these 2 series of blocks flashing at me? What does that do?
Oh, okay. So the flashing blocks, that was an update with the latest update, and those are worth double the points. When you clear a line that has a flashing block in it, it gives you double the points. And I think there's like a limit up to it. There's actually, if you check out our Valley Medium page, you can find it in official links in our Discord. There's an article for every game that kind of explains the scoring systems and stuff like that. And I don't remember the exact specifics of how it does, but it's something like up to 3 lines. If you clear like that, it'll double it. And so it's actually advantageous. I've found, this is a little tip I'll give people. If you have a flashing block, try to place it as vertically as possible and get it in as many lines as you possibly can. You know, like if you had like a flashing yellow and you put it, it's just going to clear in 1 line. But if you have a flashing yellow, you do it this way, you'll get 4 lines that it clears from.
Oh,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
that right there?
Yeah, exactly. That's my little tip.
Stealing the secrets from the master. Here we go. I score, here I come. Look out. Not likely. I'm on level 2. I think I made it to level 7. Like, you know.
I don't even think I'm on the leaderboard yet.
You cannot be not be on leaderboard.
I don't. Maybe I just have to refresh.
Yeah. You're
That's
top
what it
6.
Oh, okay.
They put me against you? Really? Wow. Who doesn't like me?
I mean, I would love to be able to do it if we had the infrastructure to be able to like do live tournaments with like all kinds of people, stuff like that. But these tournament streams are really just kind of casual. We just get on here and just sort of like, you know, play casually and hang out, and people can play along with us. Sometimes we do competitions that, like, you know, like a play along competition. Those are always like really fun. I want to get something running with those in the in these tournaments. But my idea last week if you watch last week's stream, did not work because it was all contingent on me placing top 10 by the end of the stream. And then I did not do that by the end of the stream. And I was like, okay, well, never mind.
The idea was good, though. The idea was solid.
Yeah, we tried.
Finally. This thing is evil.
Did you ever play
Oh,
much Tetris as a kid?
Not as much as I probably should have. It got boring, so I ended up playing. I was really big into Galaga, Tron, Space Invaders, a lot of things with a lot of moving parts. This was almost too strategic, and with ADHD and stuff, my brain's like, it always bounces. Like, I see the piece at the top, I think of 4 places to put it on the way down, and then I forget where it ends up. And so, yeah, it goes sideways all the way down.
I know how that. Oh, I just screwed up right at the end. I played like a
so well.
decent amount, like back on Game Boy when I was a kid, and then kind of retained some of the muscle memory. I was like surprised about that.
Nice. Yeah, apparently I need to practice more Tetris.
I feel like playing Tetris is a more valuable skill than a lot of things I've learned. It's come in handy in more situations than like figuring out area under a curve situations than like
Don't move cross country or something. Yeah, Tetris comes in very handy at that point in time.
Yeah, exactly.
How much stuff can I spend in the smaller event, which is $100 cheaper? Let's do that.
Yep.
Oh, how much stuff can I put in the back of this truck before it breaks?
Yeah, then it's just tied on top. It's okay. We're good.
Yeah, this thing is not going anywhere.
Like when I was a kid, I remember, you know, like in math class, it's like the classic, like, well, don't use a calculator. You're not always going to have a calculator on you.
Guess what?
And I remember my teachers telling me that at the time. And I think that's like the number one thing that got me obsessed with calculator watches, because I used to wear a calculator watch like all the time as a kid. And it was because I was like, nope, I do have a calculator on me all the time. Now that's completely invalid because of smartphones. I mean, pretty much everybody has a calculator on them. And then you can't even imagine it nowadays, like with AI, like what it's like in school.
Oh,
just
dude,
like,
they're going
get
back
AI to write that for you because you won't always have AI in the future. And then soon we'll have like AI built into our brains in a chip or something. You know,
Oh yeah,
the way it always works.
They're actually going back to blue sheets in schools now because AI cheating is just so rampant.
Blue sheets?
What's a blue sheet?
I think they're like a type of Scantron that they used to use.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So there are definitely measures to stop people from cheating. But speaking of school, and all of this is alleged, I'm just telling a story for the sake of entertainment. Like, the biggest reason I made it through college as well as I did is because I had a smartwatch. It was one of the newer versions. It wasn't good at a lot of things outside of counting steps and showing time, but it also let me set custom backgrounds.
Got it. Allegedly. Keep that in mind.
Allegedly.
That's allegedly. Yes.
Exactly.
Kind of like those hypothetical questions my kids come up to me with. Hey, Dad, hypothetically, if I did this, like, oh God, what did you do now?
Oh, I see Bobcat in chat. Hey, Bobcat, my bad. I missed you.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man?
It's always my cue to remember to check chat as well.
I'm just trying to stay alive over here. I'm not gonna lie.
I get that. That's respectable. Let's see.
I see this comment from RXBK. Sorry, it's far away. I can't read.
RXB Kim.
Yeah, what happened to
Why
the
it
stream
goes
when
offline?
Bearbucks it goes? I'm not sure. Maybe like some kind of technical issue. I believe it's 15 minutes that you need to watch. I don't know. That might be a question for Bearbucks in their Discord, since that's their site. I can't check it right now. So
I'm
But
just
thank you for
checking stream health
letting
on
us
my
know.
end. Yeah. Thank you for bringing it up for sure. I mean, it looks fine on my end. It might be them restreaming
Yeah,
being a
but
bit of
because
an issue.
there is a quest to watch. I want to say it's 15 minutes of the stream on the Bear Bucks page itself, so that they can track it for the quest. And I think that's what they're saying is the maybe that's cutting out. But yeah, everything looks fine to me on the stuff that I'm monitoring for this on our end.
So tell me something. This is the first I've heard about Bear Bucks. So can you give me a little idea of what that is, or how to participate, or what's going on?
Yeah, so Bear Bucks is one of our new partners, and they are helping us get some new people into our ecosystem. And they work with a lot of like really cool partners like YGG, Cloud9, and others, 100 Thieves, and they agreed to work with us, which is really super awesome. Bear Bucks rocks, and they've basically the way it works is they run quests, and you know, like there's a specific valley quest that has a bunch of tasks to do to complete, and each time you complete one of the tasks, you'll earn a certain amount of points. And then we have donated 500,000 tickets and 10 nodes to the prize pool, and basically those will be distributed, you know, at the end to the winners. We haven't announced the, like, for the nodes, we haven't announced specifically how those will be distributed, but like the nodes will go to the people who participate the most. And you know, like let's just say 100% completion or something. If there's enough of those, then those would be the types of people that would be considered for the nodes. There's also the tickets prize pool, and then buck points, all that you can win by completing the quest campaign. So basically, you can compete in Bear Bucks quests and earn some really cool prizes.
I like it. Definitely gonna have to check them out. Is there a link in the YouTube channel or something where I can follow that, or where do I find it?
Yeah, if you there's like a tweet on
I'll send
on
the
our
link in
Twitter.
chat.
Yeah, both on our Twitter and in our Discord for the Bear Bucks Valley page that you can check out.
Yeah, and that's one thing I always try to do on my streams is make sure I share the links. That way people don't have to go out and find it, because I find that people are not always the most, shall we say, self-motivated to find their own information.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
About the nicest way I could put it.
Oh man, this game, I'm at level 7 right now, and it already seems like too fast for me.
Anybody else feel like the rabbit and the turtle here? I'm like the turtle. It's like, okay, I'm at level 2. I think you played like 3 games while I've been on this one. See if the turtle actually wins. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, Even Wave. You were smoking me last time we played this.
I used to be good at this game. I don't know. Oh, I need to check the tournament leaderboard and see who all's on it.
Here, let me do that for you. Here, I'm just gonna scroll down. We have Helly Hansen, Downwreck, Nickel and Dime, Chase of Glory, Even Wave, Humilio, and Uselman.
Awesome. What's the top score? 7880?
7880.
Who got that?
Your boy.
Oh, you're in number 1? You're
Yeah,
like the
dude.
number 1 tournament? Okay. I hadn't refreshed and looked at it. I hadn't registered that you got the top score. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I get super lucky. But I'll take it. But take those.
That's actually a really good score. I think my highest is like 7,400 or something, and I don't think I could go any faster.
I mean, this run you're on right now looks pretty good.
It's not bad so far, but I will. That's what I've been doing recently. I just remembered. I miss a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? Like I'll try to place and I'll be like 1 block off, and I'm like, oh, it screws everything up.
Oh, I get that. But
Probably just playing too fast.
Yeah, you gotta slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying the slow trick. We'll see if it works.
Okay, take me back to the game. So, Serenity, what's your go-to arcade that you always visit, that you hit up first when you get to an arcade place?
Like your go-to game
Yep.
cabinet?
Go-to cabinet definitely is either usually look for Galaga. Then I end up looking for a Tron. After that, it really kind of depends what jumps out. There's about 30 of them that I'll bounce between, but it really depends on what they have to offer. Pinball is always one of my favorites, but very few people have pinball machines anymore.
I love pinball.
Yeah.
I really miss the Microsoft pinball game that they had on every Microsoft computer. That was like one of the best free games ever, and they just got rid of it. I guess people were having too much fun, and like people's bosses were complaining or something.
No, it's the internet is out right now game.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard something about that Cloudflare or something had an issue. What's going on? Anybody know?
Like today or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen anything.
Yeah, so just for the stream that something happened at Cloudflare.
Oh.
Here, let me look it up. Cloudflare outage. Oh, reported 3 hours ago. Massive internet outage. Google services, Cloudflare, Spotify, all down.
Okay. I saw something. I just didn't know what it was.
Sounds like I chose a good time to take a nap.
It looks like everything is back up.
Okay.
Not seeing. Yeah, it looks like everything's fine.
I guess it just affected various websites and services.
So
Could it have
AI
something to
Overlords
do with the
gave it back.
stream?
Could be.
Too many people getting ready to watch the Valley stream. That's probably what it was.
There you go.
Cloudflare couldn't handle the traffic. Oh, I should mention. That's another made me think about it. If you're here from the Valley Discord server, I did make an announcement the other night, and Sharish has made an announcement. But one of the things I wanted to mention is we've had a couple points where the leaderboards haven't reset, and maybe like the game rewards weren't paid out that night, and the Sharish put out a statement. The reason that this has happened a couple of times is actually a really good reason, because we have so many new people that we've had to upgrade our infrastructure and our back end like emissions systems and stuff like that process all the rewards. And we're in the process of upgrading that so that it is, can handle like the new traffic from everybody. So basically just wanted to say we are going through like a huge growth period right now, and making a lot of changes and upgrades that will make everything better. So just bear with us over this next, the coming days, but it'll all be fixed and back up super stable really soon. Just wanted to mention that though.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good problem to have. Too many people coming in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of businesses right now really wish they had that problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I swear, like my favorite thing about this ChainBlocks game is the bomb. The addition of the bomb. Like,
yes.
It's a saving grace, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's so satisfying when you need it really bad and you get one and it saves you.
Need some way we can spend some tickets. Like, okay, I will buy a bomb for 5 tickets or something.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way to do this.
Funny enough, I think that's never going to happen.
Probably not. we are against pay to win stuff like that, which is cool.
Oh yeah, I think it's great. Keeps it even.
We want to maintain the integrity of the games and like the competitive nature of the games. I think that's what, because we have leaderboards and stuff like that. So we want the integrity of that competition and those leaderboards and stuff to remain intact. And if you start introducing play to win mechanics, like not only is people not like pay to win mechanics in most scenarios, but it's not great for like arcade type setup.
Right. Also not great for any kind of gaming. And that's one of the biggest plagues we have going in the gaming industry is all the cheaters and hackers and everything going on, and it's just destroyed so much of the fun of some great games out there.
Yeah, I think like I was very new to the concept of pay to win. I think my first experience with it was like when I started playing Spider Tanks back in the day, and like like my first experience with it is just like you don't really know whether it's sort of a new thing. You don't really know whether it's like good or bad, in the way that it was pay to win. And eventually I determined like, yeah, I don't I think I would rather
Yeah, not so much.
yeah. It was cool.
Oh.
That's
Hey, at least it wasn't the next EVE Online.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
So
Again.
Serenity, what kind of games do you play in your free time? Oh, and really quickly, Bobcat, coming in hot, second spot, 75-20, man.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice run.
almost there, man. I thought I'd be safe till the end of the stream, but I might not be.
Well, you don't have to worry about losing to me, so you're pretty safe there.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Mixplic's probably still on his first run. He's at like 32,000, just hasn't finished his game yet.
You know
You
what?
know what I mean?
You are probably right.
There'll be like a 40,000 on there by the time the stream's over.
I can most definitely see that. So again,
so games I play. Okay, I gotta pause this for a second. So every night I make sure to take time from 8 to 10 o'clock to game with my friends and family. So oftentimes we'll be playing Fragpunk, Off the Grid. We just started playing Dune. Just picked up Dune 2 days ago and started playing that together. Play a lot of Battlefield, Call of Duty, things of that where it's squad orientated, where we have to work as a team.
interesting, man. I have first of all, super cool, incredibly cool that you get to spend quality time playing video games with your family. And
yeah, like regular
immediately, my second thought. Well, friends are friends. I feel like playing video games with your parents is like an entirely different vibe, right? Because you play with your kids.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I actually play with my kids, and like my daughter loves Dead by Daylight, and so when it's her night, we'll go play that for a while, and it just all depends on who's winning that night or who shows up. And so my kids are all grown and they're all working, things like that. But we try to still make time to spend time together. So
that is so wholesome, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm not sure how wholesome it is. I mean, we spend our time killing people and destroying other teams and yelling.
That's fine. That's the semantics. We don't need to talk about that.
Right. He's over here. Shoot him in the head. It's like, yeah.
In gaming, that's wholesome.
It's just fun. But yeah, it's one of those trying to make sure to get involved in their lives, things like that. And where I've always been a gamer, I cannot surpass them anymore. But I do have the skills and the strategy to surpass them. So when we're operating these squad games, whether it's Fortnite or Call of Duty, whatever, it's like, okay, let's play this smart instead of just rushing in and respawning. And so it really lets me be involved, even though I don't have the eyesight of the reflexes like they do at 20 years old, sadly, as my score shows. But it still keeps it fun.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I'm glad that you're bringing up like the sort of coaching, because I was just thinking about that recently. Because when I was younger, I was watching a lot of professional esports, and I was like, "Why the fuck are there coaches in esports?" I was like, "Just fucking like go shoot things." Right?
Shoot in the head, kill everybody, you win, game over. All right,
yeah, exactly. But like now looking at the coaches and what they're doing, I'm like, all of that makes sense, because like I can't do much in video games anymore.
That is very much a real thing though, about the kind of like reaction time versus strategy, like for like older players and younger players. I see that in myself too, like with like Rocket League and stuff. I'll be playing some like 13-year-old random kid who's just amazing at the game, but I might actually be able to beat him just because like I did something like crazy he didn't expect or something.
Exactly. And yeah, you never really know. And it's one of those where I like the strategy of working as a squad. It makes us work as a team. Especially in today's society where everything is about me. It's teaching the young kids, okay, how to not just make it about you, but make it as the group, and to get that mindset.
Okay, it sounds to me, and hear me out. Let me sell you on this. You should start the World of Warcraft guild.
It's funny you say that, because I actually played World of Warcraft dedicated when it came out for the first Oh god.
The vanilla.
Re-expansions. Had my own guild, and yes, very much lived World of Warcraft every Sunday. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, I think I just broke something. Wow, that was weird. I must have done something in my game because all of a sudden all the pieces drifted to the left. I couldn't get rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was weird. I think it was something me. Probably the scripting I have for my arrow keys. I probably broke it. So I can't have nice things.
Oh,
But yeah, we actually ran a guild, and we had 16 of us. And the fun part is we had the configuration that people said we could not run these instances. And my job at the tank was always to find a way. And I was a squishy tank. I was a druid. And people were like, you cannot run that instance.
Oh, dude, their tank is the best tank, though.
Yeah, I thought it was. It was challenging because you couldn't just stand there and just take all the beating. You had to be smart about it. And we found ways to do it.
I think that might be my favorite part about video games, about like straying away from the meta, trying to find something your own, doing something cool, not necessarily effective, but cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right. And I think that's one of the things with anybody running a guild or trying to form a team or anything like that has to remember to draw on the player's strengths just as much as their character strengths.
True.
Yeah. For example, we had a guy who used to take like 3 or 4 caffeine pills before every raid. Work wonders. Talk about rounding yourself out.
Was his name Leroy Jenkins? Out of curiosity.
Oh, I wish, man. I wish that I'd put that stuff on my resume. I used to rate with Leroy Jenkins, man. Shit.
Oh yeah. Like one of the most famous gaming names of all time, but I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funniest thing ever is the fact that it was like it was a setup. It wasn't. They did it.
Yeah, wasn't it fake this whole time?
Yeah.
I just learned that recently, like the past month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and the internet just used to be a different place back then, man.
Right.
Yeah. Very true.
And I've done stuff like that. I was like, okay, let me go check out this room. I'll be right back. I run in, and then all of a sudden I'm running out screaming like a little girl going the other way. I was like, run away, run away, run away. And yeah, everybody dies. It's like, dude, what did you do? I just looked. They looked back. I ran. They chased. It wasn't good.
Oh, I thought I could do it, but I couldn't. So here we are.
Yep.
And even way when you look, Bobcat, how are you doing? You still at 75-20?
Me, I screwed up and I did the classic. I'm up towards the top, getting kind of built up, and then I missed, and then that screwed me up. Like it's just every time I do that.
No, I get that.
But it's like a trade-off. It's like, do I want to wait for each piece to fall and have to deal with that?
By the time this piece gets here, I could finish another run. I get it.
So I just want to have one quick mistake in the game.
Mm. So let me ask you, is there a bonus for finishing it quicker?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't believe there is. There is a bonus for clearing like multiple lines. Again, I don't remember the exact specifics. It's in that Medium article, but there's a bonus for clearing multiple lines and for the flashing pieces.
Gotcha.
And if you get multiple lines with a flashing piece, that's when you get like big bonuses. That's how you make like the big scores.
Gotcha. Okay, so this must be that Medium article that you have been meaning to read and never quite got to, right? That one?
Yeah.
With the rest of them.
I couldn't resist. Sorry, man. I had to do it.
Oh, Bobcat is still stuck. I believe in you, man. If anyone can do it, you can. We are running up on time here, and I will have to drop. Yeah, I will have to drop at the top of the hour because I do have to run to the airport here.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Well, this definitely been enjoyable, and it's one of those. Rarely do I stream while gaming, because usually it's a lot of yelling and screaming and cussing. And so.
Well, I'm super glad you joined us. These are always a ton of fun to do. I mean, it's always fun to just hop on here with friends, play some video games, and just sort of hang out with the community and stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely. And it
I-
really doesn't matter the score you get. I'm having a blast, even doing as bad as my score is. It just the environment, just being in gaming world is fun.
I agree.
I only wish we did other games as well.
You mean like
Because-
for the tournament stream type thing?
Oh, just other games on stream right now because I don't think I'm ever getting a high score than I got.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I've been like addicted to Spinfire lately, and that's like been almost the only Valley game I've played recently because I'm just like, it's gotten to the point where I want to get above 1 million, and I still haven't done it, and I'm just like so dedicated to do it. So I'm just like solely focused on that goal at the moment. So it's actually fun to play some different games like ChainBlocks that I haven't done recently.
Dude, I think Death by Darkness might be my new go-to.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's something about it that brings me back. It's a little hard to quantify nostalgia, I'd say. Say that again?
Yeah.
I think being lost in the dark and dying really fast.
Yeah, there's
Sounds
a
like a
charm to
disturbing
that.
childhood, man.
Yep, pretty much.
It reminds me of Zelda when you go in the dark room and you're running around, you can't see a thing. Like, is there even a wall there? What's going on?
I've actually only played the new Zelda games, and I haven't played a Zelda game that's older than Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yes.
You want to hear something crazy? I don't think I've ever played a Zelda game.
What's your problem?
Yeah, I just
There's rules to gaming, man, and you just violated one of them. I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've like been over at a friend's house and we played it for like a little bit, but I never like had any Zelda on any of the consoles I had.
Okay.
All right, let's see how much more we can learn about Evenwave tonight. You ever played Halo?
Way back in the day.
Okay.
But
Have
only at
you?
friends' houses.
Okay. Still counts. What would be another game that's like the rite of passage, Serenity?
The original Doom.
Oh, good point.
Wait, I think I did play that one actually. I had a stint as playing games like when I was younger, like when I was a kid, and then like kind of like I guess through 20s I didn't play video games hardly at all, and then I kind of picked it back up in my 30s. So
Wait, you mean we can stop playing video games? Nobody told me that.
people do that?
Yeah, I started 11 and I ain't stopped yet, man.
Pretty much. Ooh, Bobcat said Crash Bandicoot, man. What a game.
I did actually play Crash Bandicoot back in the day.
I spent too much time playing that game.
Yeah, I did too actually.
See, show my age here. How about Asheron's Call?
I've never even heard of it.
Me too.
Honestly. What is that?
It was a MMORPG from, God, would that be 96, 95, somewhere in there. Came out about the same time EVE Online did, if I remember right.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I totally screwed that up. That traded my brain and I forgot what I was doing.
Jackson Daxter.
What is Jackson Daxter? Dude, Jack and Daxter is like the signature platformer from PlayStation. At least it used to be during like the PSP era.
Gotcha.
So like PlayStation 2. I mean, there's also Ratchet and Clank, but I think that's newer. But Ratchet and Clank was a great game as well.
You would actually be surprised how many games I have not played, though.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to figure out what other titles you've missed out on.
Well, see, that's the thing is like I'm the type of person that even when I do like play games, like I generally only play like one game. You know, like I just find a game I really like and stick to it. And that game for me for the past however long, like what, 7 years or whatever, has been Rocket League. So like I haven't like played that much other than like Rocket League and some other games, but that's just kind of my go-to.
So what's it like? What's it like to live without ADHD?
I should say, because I guess we're getting towards the top of the hour. we are also running. The other thing I didn't mention is our professional Valley arcade cabinets made by Fun Company. The pre-order is now live for those, and we are running a code for $1,000 off. Manufacturer resale price is $5,500, and if you use code FRIENDS2025 through August 31st, you can get $1,000 off and get a professional Valley arcade cabinet for $4,500 from Fun Company.
Nice. Now, let me ask, when are those supposed to start shipping out?
Our cabinet software is still, I'd say, it's several weeks out before it'll be finished, and that's like the main thing that it's waiting on. Basically, once the software is done, then we're going to we've got several other, I think like 5 or 6 arcades up in the Northeast that are going to sort of help us with a test run of the live systems and everything, and that's sort of like the next steps. Is like once the cabinet software is done, then we put a bunch of cabinets out in the wild, make sure everything works the way as is expected, and then we can proceed from there.
Perfect. Now, when these get put out in the wild, are you guys going to keep them up in the Northwest so you can keep a close eye on them, or are they going to go?
They'll be worldwide eventually.
Okay. But as far as the initial cabinets, are those staying in that dedicated area, or how's it going to work?
For the basically, these are cabinets that are kind of just from like Johnny's area or cabinets. These are arcades from Johnny's area in New York that he's already met with and like agreed to do. Like they're kind of helping us out by doing this as a test run and participating in it. So it's like stuff that Johnny has already lined up. But yes, the initial ones that go out will just be for those arcades. We can run the test, and then it should be around the same time that the actual cabinets will start shipping. Like once the software is done and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Oh, I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Like Valley is, I already love Valley, and it's already super cool just with the web arcade. I can't wait until the actual arcade cabinets start going out in the wild, and we can actually see the full thing come into picture.
Oh, absolutely. I'm waiting for him to come up here to the Northwest. I'm a long ways from New York, so
gotcha.
I probably got a little bit of wait, but that's okay.
Hey, we'll be there. We'll be there soon.
I hope so.
Okay, folks. Looks like we are running up on time. Let me just check out what's going on with the stream here. Channel, we got 25 people watching together on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Bobcat, it was good chatting with you. I did see a message from RXB Kim. Thank you for letting us know about the stream being down in Bearbucks. And I think that's all I've got for today. Do you have anything you want to say, Wave?
I think we covered a lot of it. Basically, I'm just super glad that we had Serenity on, and thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully we can have you on again sometime. Absolutely. And do this again.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me in. And this has been a blast. I really enjoyed learning about Valley Arcade as well as being able to play the game, even though I need a lot more practice, obviously. So I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Don't we all?
I'm going to take that high score. Gotta get it.
Well, okay, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Thanks, everyone.